Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm gonna do some serious thing, but it's interesting. So I do change my product registration page and I programmed it. So, but you didn't see that. I have a copy of my design and also my program. So this is another project and this is our project. We are doing this project, our eShop project. This is my another project and I don't program this project. So there is a design and there is a program. So I will show you what things I change in my program and what things you want to change. And there's a brand new files here, add product process file, and there is a couple of more changes in add product PHP file, and I validate this page. So hopefully we come to the program page. So why are wasting our time? Let's go and see. So now you have this design, add product design. So you can see we add some manual options here for our select tag, and there's a manual select models here. Don't think about that names here because this is another design. You can see this option tag in my previous video of this project. So there's a mobile phone accessories, cameras, C3 cameras like this. But there is some difference in this project. But don't think about that because this is also same as this. Names are different. In previous video we added manual options for our select tag and manual options for our model and also our categories. So today I want to connect with my database. So I get my connection.php file for this file and link it and check is there a session data here. We don't need to write more codes because we already checked our session in our login page and home page and our product page also. So we need to take only this user data in our user session data in our web page. I mean at product page, our product registration page. So I'm checking that and go to my program. So first of all, before we get started, I hope you can understand well about my explanation. So I am explaining a little bit speed because I am on my time bound because of my project. I need to represent my project within 15 minutes, but I can't do that because I have more things to explain, but I am on my time bound. So I'm going to explain this speed. So, but I hope to represent you with clear voice, clear explanation. So let's get started. No more talk anymore. So now you can see there's a select categories here. We add some manual categories here within option tags. So in this program, you can see this. I close this little bit and get maximize this. Now you can see there's a select product category here, but it's selected if it is value 0. So is there a value? We want to go to our database and connect with that. So I get my database here and get search query here and put my select query into brackets and get category table into this select query and assign it to $category result set. I made that variable, and also there's a $category number variable here, and I assign it to $category result set. I check it, it's more than number rows. And comparing this one, we are going to this line, which means for loop. I get a for loop here, and I get $x. This is a for loop variable, and I assign it to 0 and check if my $x variable less than category number variable, and I end the for loop. And if it is looping, we can get $category data variable here, and I assign my result set and fetch a sock to that category data, and I get. You can see there's option value. We had some manual values for this option tag previously. So now I want to get my database values to my web page. So I will show you my database. So we go to category table and go to data sheet, and you can see there's a 5 of category here: mobile phone and accessories, video game consoles, LCD and LED TV, like that. Alright, now you can see I get my category table here, and in option tag I get some value here, and I assign my category table's ID column inside the value and get my category column name like a option name. I think you can understand what I'm saying if I show you furthermore. You can see there's an option tag. It's select category. Its name is that, and there's an option value. There's a name on there. So I put my database name using this PHP script and echo it using $category data variable, and I want to get a name column for that. So I add like this. And get my for loop ending curly brackets into the PHP scriptlet tag, and after that I end my select tag here and also in my two deboxes here. So now let's go and see, and we refreshing our page, and now you can see there's a drop down here. We can have our categories which are in our database. So you can see there's a 5 categories here like database. Alright, and I want to say in this time bound, I'm not going to explain you this one, and this one means product brand and product model, because this is also same as product category. So if I show you once, you can see we want to remove our manual option tags first and get this option tag only here. Select product brand, put this option tag only, and give this 0 value, and you can now copy this PHP scriptlet tag, and also you can paste it in there. And now you want to customize it. You can see that I change my variable name like a brand. Now there is a category, I change it like a brand, and also I change my number variable like a brand, and result variable like a brand, and also I change every variables like a brand. In there is a category variables, and now there is a brand variable, and also nothing, any changes here. Expect this change. And also you want to get a brand table here. You can see it. I get category table here. Now I want to get brand table here. These are all changes I have got. And also product select product model is also like that. I get model table here and change my variable names, and also get ID column and name column to there. And now you can see overall output. We can select these product brands here, and we can select these product models here. Alright, let's go to our add the title to your product. Let's talk about this part. Now you can see there's no changes in our add title product, but we validate this part in our add product process PHP file. So talking about this, after this I'm going to that file and talk about that. There's some little validation part here, you can see it, and yeah, that's a little validation part, and I get my variable names here, nothing in big. We need to talk this furthermore. There's some lot of changes here, and there's a script JavaScript file. I changed something. You can see there's a today JavaScript part. So let's talk about that. Okay, now there is no change in our title part. Let's move on to next part. We can see there's a product condition part. Now what's the product condition part? This is product condition part. So now you can see there's a 2 radio buttons, brand new and used, and we previously added them manually. So you can see there's no change in our product condition part, but we validate it in our add product process file, and also our JavaScript file. We validate that. Now you can see there's no changes in select product condition, but there is a little validation part here. We checked one. We checked our brand new option, and we don't check our used option. In that case, if we reload our page, if we reload or not, it always checks brand new. You can see I refresh my page, it comes to brand new radio button. So okay, let's go to next one. You can see there's a select product color here. I want to get color table from my database to my website, and also I make some color result set. You can see there's a variable like $CRL_RS. That means $color result set, and I also name that because it's easy to type, because I have a lot of things to type, so I made that variable easily. So I get for loop here, and I assign it, and I assign $A variable to 0. You can also use your same variable for every for loop. Each and every for loop you can use your $X variable or something like you want. It's on your preferences. So in my evidence, I get different variables for every for loops. That's not a problem. It's all about your preferences. So I get now $A variable and assign it to 0, and I check $A variable less than my color number variable, and I also in my for loop, and get my $color data and assign it to $result set, and check fetch as and get option tag here, and I want to get my color tables ID like a value, and I want to get color tables name as a option name. So as a result, you can see we can have now this kind of like this part, and you can scroll down this. You can see our colors are added. Now if I show you in my database, these are conditions, and these are colors. You can see there's 4 colors here. We also added 4 colors on our web page. And also in my select again, get for loop ending curly bracket inside the PHP scriptlet, and I add ID for this add color input field. You can see ID color in, and I forgot to tell you, you want to add every input field to IDs. So I add brand new radio button to ID like a be new, and use radio button to ID like a use, and also I put ID there, ID model. Now I want to delete this, and I also get ID brand here, and also ID category here. Alright, now you can see there's product quantity label here. There is no changes, only changes I add ID here, ID quantity, and also give this input field to ID cost, which is cost per item label, this input field, and I also add delivery cost within Colombo. I add like this, I add ID like this, and also out of Colombo I add ID like this. So now you can see I add every input field to ID, and also it's same as product description. I also add ID for that. You can see there's ID DESC, which means description short term. Also give a image thumbnail for that. It's fixing image div box like this. If I show you something, I get these 3 items here and pick that. You can see like that it fits on your div box. You can now change sizes like that. I add width and height for every image boxes and give it to ID like this. You have to do like this with I and 0, I and 1, I and 2, and you can give a name here whatever you want. You can give image 0, image 1, image 2, like that. And that is the change here. And I give change product image command here with on-click attribute, and also give this add product button to add product command with on-click attribute, and also give message div box here because I want to show message instead coming alerts. And if I show you that we are not inputting anything in our page, so we go to add and save product, click here. You can see please select a category. You can see a div box here. Also, if someone is not registered and he going to add some product, he can't add products. He normally redirect to our home page again. And I also script tag here, JavaScript tag, and also Bootstrap bundle.js file. I link that in my file. These are the all things I have to show you about my changes in add product PHP. So this is now our product registration page design. Now I am moving on to JavaScript file to show you how does it make sense with change product image command and our add product command, which we added to our add and save product button and our upload image button. So let's go to JavaScript file quickly. And now there is brand new functions here. You can see now first I am going to show you how I change my product image. I want to change my product image when I click on that upload file, upload image button. I want to open a file chooser and I want to get my images here, and if I open them, I want to open them in my web page. So that's the main function with that function. So I get that function and check is it working correctly and alert some, and now I don't need that alert, and I get my image upload ID here and assign it to variable image variable. We check our image on change, and if some image is changing and we are uploading some images, I want to get that process into this anonymous function, and I want to count by file count, and if it is equal 3 or less than 3, I want to get it to for loop. If it is not equal or 3 or file count is more than 3, I want to alert please select 3 images or less than 3 images, because we can't add more than 3 images in this file chooser. You can see there's 3 files here only, so we can add 3 images only. If we increase that count, we can add more images. That's in your preferences. So easily I get 3 images to explain you about this. You can add more images, whatever you want. You can add any images like 9, 10 or 11 or 20, I don't know about that. And also you can change your image box size, which means height and width, and give image thumbnail, and you can fit your image like real. And go to that for loop, and I get variable x here and assign it to 0, and check that x variable is less than file count. If it is less than file count, I end my for loop and go to this variable file and assign it to this dot file, and get index array x for that. And in next line we get variable URL and assign it to window.url.create object URL attributes, and get that variable file to there, because we want to get our image file like object binding our URL, and get we want to show that in our web page. And I also, you can see I get ID from my add product PHP file. You can see I give I0, I1 and I2 like this order. So I get that English letter here and give it to double quotes, and plus my for loop variable here. And now we get our for loop in index array. So index array means index array orders. It is starting with 0 and goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. That is the index array. And I combine it with source and assign it to URL variable. And also I get else tag here, else option here. I already told you what is going on with else option, and in my change image function here. So now you can upload any image, but you can't add more than 3 images. You can add 1 image or 3 images or 2, anything you want to add. Now you can see I add this image and I refresh that, and you can also add 1 image for there. I add 1 image here, but you can add more than 3. That's the only thing with this function. And we go to our add product file, add product function here. We already shown that we add some IDs in our every input field, and now I want to get that IDs to my JavaScript part. So so I create some variables like variable categories, brand, model, title, and variable condition, and you can see variable color and variable input for color input field, variable quantity and cost, and I assign variable DWS for our Colombo cost, Colombo delivery price, and out of column reveal price, I also get doc variable and description variable, and I also catch my image variable here and catch image uploader id with using this document.getElement by options. So now you can see I get caught these every IDs which we added in our add product PHP. So now you can see I assign a variable category to get my category ID here, and also get my brand here, model here. These are all same. Now you can see there, and especially I want to say how I get this variable condition here. So let me explain you. If my variable condition equals to zero value, that means if we don't select anything, but we can't do that because we already give checked attribute in our design. Now always we refreshing, it highlights this brand new option, but we are validating it too much. If our condition value is 0, we want to get our brand new radio type, and we want to check it, and if it is not set, we want to set it like condition 1, and we want to check our used radio button here, and we assign it condition assign it to 2. And also this is the condition validation part too far. And now I am going to send these all IDs I got to my server with using this add product process.php file. So you already know what is AJAX form requesting method. So I get AJAX form requesting method for that, and create a form data object and get a form and append those all input fields with my form. You can see I append category, I append brand, I append model, and all of things I append this, and I append my image file with image index arrays, and also request XML HTTP request to our server page, and check ready state change, and if ready state change equals to 4, it responds text, and it shows success in our server page, which means add product process.php file, add product process.php file. And also I want to make some beautiful alert boxes here, so I add some div box, and you can see I show you that we want now. If I show you like this kind of box I want to add, so if it is success, it shows success color like a green color, and if it is not, it shows red in color boxes. And I also wanted to combine inner HTML with that add message box, because I want that alert inside that box, and assign it to our success alert or our response text alert. So this is the add product function JavaScript part, and I start my open method here, and I am requesting them with post method, using post method to add product process.php file with true statement, because I want to use true statement because this is AJAX requesting method. And also open my send method and get form object to inside to the send method. Yeah, those are the all parts in our JavaScript file. And now you can see there are some couple of validations here in this add product process file. Okay guys, coming up to my add product process.php file. So first of all, you can see I start my session start function here, so because I want to start session management process in this file, and I check if there is a session in user ID. You can see this user ID using this $_session associative array, and I also assign it to $email variable. And now you can see I create some of these variables. You can see $category and model, title variable, condition variable, and also cost quantity variable, DWC variable. You know what is this variable, and also this variable, and also my description variable. And now you can see I create these variables and store my input field values, and I store them with this $post associative array. You can see this $post associative array. Okay, this is all right, because we already know about storing input field values using $_post associative array. Now I validate my add product page. You can see I validate it like that. Now this process is also familiar to you, familiar to me, but I'm gonna explain you a little, because there is some special things we didn't see in our previous videos. So now you know how can we validate empty input field in my in our web page, how we can validate them. So this is normally validation. You can see this. If our category option field is in 0 value, it echo please select a category, and if our title input field is empty, we can echo this please enter a product title you want to sell, like that. And there are some special things I want to show you. In this in my time bound, I have to end this video within 10 minutes or like that. In this time bound, I'm not going to explain you that. You can already see them. You can see there is a function named string length. You can see this. I highlight that. It also named star length, and it means string length. So in this function, we can check our string length with this function. So we can limit our string length using this function. So I limit my title field string to less than 100 characters using this. And also we can keep price input field. Now you can see our price input field. This is in my price input field, I put this is numeric function, and check there is only numbers, because someone can type letters here, but this is numeric function limits that and avoid that people. So this function helps us to avoid people who are bullying with our website and that entering fake prices. So this limited that bad thing. And also I put is numeric function to this delivery within Colombo cost and delivery other Colombo cost. And also check every field empty or not, and if it is empty it shows echo, and if it is not, it execute the line. And you can see this is string length function also. I use that to limit my string lengths. You can use it for that. And those are the new things in the validation part. You can also get good knowledge about validation, this validation part. And also this what I do this is empty input fields in validation from watching my previous videos. So I'm tagging you my playlist with the end of the video. Alright guys, after all we came to the else statement. You can see this else. If a validation is success in our website, it comes to else part and it started to execute these lines. And now we have this SQL query. You can see this search query. In this search query, I want to search details on my database model has brand table. After getting all the rows from the database, you can see it, I put this star mark because I want to get all rows from my model has brand table. So I assign them to $model has brand result set, which is my own created variable here. And I also create $model has brand ID variable. Here you can see it because I want to assign that ID to my selected data. So you can see now we are going to this line. Now I want to check the interaction between num rows and my $model has brand result set. Now I want to check the interaction between model has brand result set and num rows. So now you can see I make some interaction here, and I also check it to equal 1. If there is any result in our database, we can have our result with this interaction. Now we can get fetch assoc from that detail. If there is one or more detail in our database, we can get fetch assoc from that detail, and we get model has brand result set and fetch assoc into the variable data. You can see like that. I made data variable like this, model has brand data. Now I get my variable ID and assign it to variable data. Previously, as I said, you can remember I said I want to assign that variable ID to variable data, so I assign it like that. And also going to else statement, you can see there's a insert query here. We get our insert update delete function for that and connect it with our database. And I want to insert our model has brand data to our database, so we are connecting to database connection like this. And I want to get date, what time that we register our product, and I get that time like that. You can see I make $data time variable and assign it to new date time object, and I get time zone variable and get time date time zone object, and I want to get Asia Colombo date and time. So I write my code like that, and I check the interaction between $time zone and $date time using this set time zone option, and you can see I get my date and time format like this, like year, month, date and hours, like this. If we register product, it has to be in active mode, so I give this $status variable for 1 because I want to active my product after I register my product. And also going to this line, this is the main insert query in our website. In this query involves to register any product in our website. So now you can see the main insert query of our add product page. You can see I include every single columns that is in my product table in my database, and give above input fields values as an insert value, and set product ID and connect it with database. Now you can see I include all input values like my cost values, quantity, description, title, and you can see condition. I input colors, status values, and also I input my email values for this insert query. And also you can see I get this insert columns as order of a database. Now if I show you the order of my insert columns, you can see now we don't need to insert our ID column here because ID column is auto increment. So we want to check these two columns and insert them in our website. So first of all, we are inserting these columns. These are foreign keys, you can see this. First of all, I insert these columns: price, quantity, description and title. So I insert them as order: price, quantity, description, title and date time. And also now I need to insert these foreign columns in order. If you see this category ID, model has brand ID, and I show you like this in order. We need to include them in order. This is a main thing in our insert query. So going to this line, we are coming to our image uploading process. First I want to check length of image using this size of function. You can see this size of function. I highlight it. You can see this size of function. We can get the length of array using size of function. And I check the image file count and image file type as well. In this if statement, I check image length. That mean we can insert only 3 images in our website. Now we can increase this or decrease that image file count. And but we can't keep that field without inputting any images. So I say like that, and I get $length variable here. And also I made this $allowed image extension variable, and I want to give my website to valid images in the field. So now you can see I get some valid image types here. You can see JPEG and JPG, PNG and SVG files. We can also give these type of files only for our website. And now we are coming to our for loop. If we come to this for loop, if some images already uploaded, ESET function check that and compare file count and file type. And if they are okay, in array option you can see that in underscore array. This is a functional thing. You can see the explanation of this function. Check if value exists in the array. We can check it in with this function, and this create exact place to store image instead of storing in a temporary place. So previously we store our images in temporary place. Now we can store our images in exact place using this in array option. And also we are coming to this if else ladder statement. If our image is success and it allowed to website, we can come to these lines and execute this line. So if our image is JPG file type, we can convert it to .jpg file type. And also our JPEG image is accepted with website, we can also get .jpeg type images. So I made this $allowed image extension a variable represent to valid image type for my website. So in this next line, you can see the next line. When all are they good, they execute them and it is to like exact place. This resource folder and subfolder. You can see mobile image subfolder. If I show you that there is resource main folder and there is subfolder like mobile images, and they are storing in that line. And there's an image title here. I contact with these two folders with this $title variable, and also there's a space here. I use this for underscore, and I want to get a unique ID for my image, plus I want to get my new location extension. I mean, if we are inserting JPG image, I want to get .jpeg format. So this is the new file extension. I want to add all of these values to my image file path to database. So in this line, it moves to new file location using this move upload file function. And now we are good. We are insert our image to database successfully. And now we want to write insert query for our image table. So I get this database connected, then get insert update delete query, and also insert and also write an insert query to image table, and get code and product ID columns. And because I want to insert code column to my file path and product ID to my product ID, and get $file name variable and product ID variable. If they are success, it execute this line product saved successfully. But our image type is wrong, or it uploaded not successful. It shows this echo invalid image type, and everything is success. We can have this line product saved successfully like this. And some errors, if there is some errors in our product adding, and it shows this invalid image count like that message. So now we are all discussed about this add product process PHP file code. This is my add product web page. So now let's see how our validation working on this page. So I don't input any category, brand or model here, and I especially want to tell you guys this will be a long video because I have to explain many parts in this video. I hope you can stay with me with the end of video. Okay guys, now let's see. We are not inserting anything in these fields, so and I add and save this product. You can see, please select a category here, and I select a category. It auto select brand, and now I add and save. It shows please select a model. Now I select some brand, and it automatically select my product model. And now I add and save product. It says please enter product title, and I am giving a random title here like that. And you can see our product condition also sets, and now we can see it says please select a color, and now we are selecting a color, and also we are selecting a quantity here, and we want to select product price. I give random product price here, and also give a delivery cost within Colombo price, and also give out of Colombo price like that. Those are random prices, and I don't insert product description and see what's happen. It says please enter the product description, so I'm typing a random description here like that, and it saves invalid image count. We want to add images here, so I'm uploading images. And open them. Don't think about the size because our homepage image sizes are okay. We all set that, and I upload these 3 images, and now I save my image. Product, you can see it reload my page and says product sales successfully. Alright guys, that's the validation process in my web page, in this add new product web page. So now you can see there's a select product category and product brand and product model. So we are selecting our category. You can see I select LCD and LED. It automatically select product brand. So we are selecting our product brand here. We select this Sony. It automatically select this 3D 1080p, and we can have these 2 models with Sony TV, and we can have these 2 models with Singer TV, and also we can have this Android TV with Samsung. How do I do that? So I will show you that. Go to your add product PHP file, and now you can see there's a select field here, our category select field. Now I get that on change attribute with that load brand command. Now you can see it, and also give brand select tag. Inside the brand select tag, I give on change attribute and load model command. Those different commands do that. So if I show you, we want to make 2 different files here, load brand and load model, and we want to get a script file, and now I will show you how I do that. So we go to load brand file here. I made that file and start that with starting PHP scriptlet tag, and required my connection here, and I check that there's a category selected. So with this ESET function, if my category sets, it execute this line and go to this line, and you can see I use $get associative array with this category ID, and assign it to $category ID variable. And now I want to get my select query here. I want to search what brand we can have with category ID. So in that case, we want to develop our ER diagram here. So now you can see I develop something in my ER diagram. You can see there's a category. And there's a brand. I join that with one-to-one relationship. I join that those 2 tables with one-to-one relationship. So I don't do that previously. So now I do that. I join that, and also I join my brand table with this model table using one-to-one relationship. So we want to do that change, and we want to go to database and synchronize our model. If we synchronize our model, it want to display like this. If you go to model table, and you can see this, our brand ID is for our brand ID foreign key in there, and also we are going to our category, our brand table. You can see there's a category ID foreign key in here. Now it's all okay. You want to add some category IDs here, and you want to add some brand ID here in model table, and we are all set. Now we can access with this query, and I also get $brand number variable here and assign it to $brand result set, and check with numbers, and come to this line, this for loop. I for loop my $brand numbers variable here, and if this for loop success, this go to next line, and it checks our result set fetch AJAX, and it comes to options. So now you can see, if I show you that, you can see I select mobile here. You can see there's a mobile brands here. Okay, that is it. and if there is no value here, it comes to all brands and it shows all brands in our database. So if I show you that I don't set CCTV surveillance camera brands, so I said that we can have our all brands in our database. So I set brands for LCD and LED TV, so I select that we can have these 3 brands only. Okay guys, that is the load brand PHP file. So now we are going to see what's in the script. We have load brand function here, which is set inside the selection tag in add product PHP with on change attribute. So I get my function to JavaScript. I get category variable here and get my category ID here and assign it with document.getElement by ID options, and get our AJAX request here and request to server side, and check our ready state here. If our ready state 4, it is success, it's going to this line, and it execute this line, and I create open method and send our server location like this and bind with my ID. And also there's a true statement here because we are sending our request with using AJAX requesting method. Posting method is get method. So, and I open my send method, then send my request to server side. So now I'm going to show you, if we select product brand, it automatically select our product module. So how is that possible? So let's see, we are selecting this only, and it automatically select these 2 models here. So now I'm going to show you how is that we want to go add product PHP and give this on change inside the selection tag, in selection tag of brand table. You can see load model, and I'm going to load model PHP file, and now you can see this is same as local load brand PHP file. So I require connection and check its brand is selected. If my brand is selected, it goes to this line and it requests to server side, and I'm getting a search query here, and I search is there a model with brand ID. If there's a model with brand ID, it shows in our website. So if there's a no model in with brand ID, it shows all models in our database. I also made that file equal as this file. You can copy this file and create this new file, and you want to customize it. You can see if I show you that, you can see nothing changed here. There's a $get category. Because I want to get brands with using category ID. Now I want to get models with using brand IDs. So I want to change like that. Nothing very special in this file here. All you need to customize it like this. And I'm going to script file. It's not changed anymore. It is also equal as this local brand function. You can see there's function here, load model. You can see this is equal as this function. I get variable brand here and get my brand ID here, and requesting to server side with using this XML HTTP request, and check my onReady state is onReady state equal to 4. It is success. It execute this line and come to response text. And if our ready state equal to 4, it executing these lines, and it shows our models in our option tab. And also combine my load model PHP file with brand ID, and we are getting this true statement because we are requesting our data with using AJAX requesting method, and I also create send method here. Now you can see it.